But if you want to do away with that hassle, then you can always hire, a real estate broker to do that for you. Hi guys, welcome back to the Property King. So for today's episode, we're going to discuss how much should you pay your agent for the commission. So how much should you really pay, your agent, your real estate broker when it comes to the sale of your property, your real estate property. There is actually no specific commission rate stated in the law, in the Philippine law, okay, or any regulation that we have right now. But the common industry practice, especially for residential condos or some even commercial buildings and even office buildings, office spaces, residential lots, townhouses, is ranging from 3% to 5%. But again, as I mentioned, this rate is highly negotiable. Okay, the industry practice is 3 to 5%, but as an owner, it is your right to determine what commission rate you want. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean that if you want to give, let's say, only 1% to the agent, that they will be enticed, to sell your property. For example, let's say you're an owner of a condominium in a particular building in Makati and you're selling it for 10 million pesos and your commission rate is 1%. Then your next door neighbor is also selling his property at the same price, the same unit, the same orientation, but his commission rate for his unit is 3%. In that particular example, the agent will prefer to sell or push the unit with the higher commission, okay? Because he'll be able to get a higher, income for that because it's 3% versus 1%, right? So that is the case for most property owners, okay? That's a thing that you need to think about when you're trying to market your property, especially when you're engaging the services of a real estate broker. Another question, what if you're the one who were able to find the buyer? Okay, you didn't need to to transact with the broker to be able to find the buyer, okay, of your unit. Then you don't have to pay anyone any commission, right? Because you're the one who was able to sell the property, especially if you're the one who's going to process the transfer, of the title from your name to the buyers, okay? But if you want to do away with that hassle, then you can always hire, a real estate broker to do that for you. But again, that will come with a cost, okay? Hiring a broker for the process of transferring the title will entail service charges as well, okay? But it's not going to be as high as the 3 to 5% industry practice that we currently have now in the Philippines. There are some cases, however, that you can charge, a smaller, or you can give a smaller commission rate because the total contract price is very high. So if we're talking about, let's say, a billion peso property, let's say a whole building in a very prime location worth 1 billion pesos or 500 million pesos, then because the total contract price is very high, real estate brokers will still be enticed to market your property, especially if it's a very rare listing. Okay, if there's not a lot of supply for that and the demand is very high, then they may be willing to accept a lower commission rate because of the sizable contract price and at the same time because it's easier to sell. Okay. Now, how about when it comes to lease? So when you're renting out your property, if you engage a broker and then the broker finds a tenant for you, then you also have to pay that broker a commission. So what is the typical commission rate? For a 1-year contract, you have to give at least 1 month. Okay, that's the industry practice. Again, this is not by law. This is only the industry practice. So that's also negotiable. But generally, it's 1 month out of a 1-year contract. Okay, so what if the tenant renews? So let's say, okay, the broker finds a tenant for you for 1 year. You pay the broker 1 month commission, and then after a year, the same tenant renews the contract with you. Okay, do you still need to pay the broker commission for the second year? Generally, landlords will still pay the broker a commission, but this time instead of 1 month, because it's just the same tenant, it's only half of 1 month already. Okay, so again, this is only an industry practice. It's not a by law, it's not a rule. Okay, so it's highly negotiable. You can talk it amongst yourself. If you're very generous, you still want to give 1 month, That's up to you. But if you want to follow the industry practice, it's only half of 1 month if the tenant renews. So, guys, I hope I was able to shed light on the commissions for both the sale of property and for the lease of your properties. If you have any questions, concerns, or feedback, please put it in the comment section down below. Also, you can send us an email at rk@propertyking.ph for longer inquiries, and we'll answer as soon as we can. So guys, don't forget to press the like button down below. It will really help the channel a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel, please press the subscribe button and hit that bell icon right beside it so you're notified each time we have a new content such as this. Again, this is RK from Property King. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, let's all grow wealthy together. Goodbye.